right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
I got you, son.
General snap.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 31, Manning. That would complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36.
X3, 218, let's go.
Working from the gun, Manning. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
Keep it up. Watch twist.
80 weapons. Ready.
On play action, it's Manning. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tight down. There you go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Get there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 18 Gator. 5. 61. Matchbox lights. Shoot.
3rd and 2. Now Palmer. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
Here we
be
go.
aware a ball may come your way.
It's our time.
Go.
58 for
Hey,
Mike.
orbit.
Mike. It's a party now.
Now.
Party now.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
There we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Manning. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Okay, baby, let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
On the set. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Strong right.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Set
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Got it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Swift. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Yep. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is Harris. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Right back to him on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot, 60 Pittsburgh.
57, Mike, 57.
Defense wins championships, baby. 57's
Five.
On second down, Palmer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
60 or.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Wide, get wide.
57, Mike, 57.
Come off the ball hard.
On second down now, Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Palmer completes it to Samuel. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Good job.
Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check hot route. Hot. Check nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put that team on the bus. 57. Mike, 57.
Hey, tight.
He get it.
Now Manning.
Hey, check 24.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On first down, Manning. And he will find his man on the outside. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in two-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
You're out. Watch the safety. Hey, lock it. Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
58, right there. I got wide. 58, boys, 58.
Palmer now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Protein spill. Now.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. Now they try the right side here. Elliott a first down and more. Past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Into the red zone now. Manning. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Hey, rock it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
61, matchbox, light. Switch.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. Here's Elliott, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Palmer to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Defense, no game.
Rock it.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Don't get nervous.
On first down, Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
70, Indy.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Ready?
Now Palmer. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Shift.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Shift.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26, check 26. Out.
To throw again. Manning. His throw incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Greystone travel.
Shotgun now for Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Manning now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Interception, baby, all day.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Check. Go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Ready up.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the screen. Ready.
Down to a knee goes Palmer, and that should wrap this one up.
Today's final score. Bengals
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on